All right, let's speak with Mr. Ademola Adetuberu, a security consultant and CEO, the Barricade Executive Protection Limited, joins us live from Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Mr. Adetuberu, welcome to the Morning Brief. Let's get right into it. Self-defense for women. I think a lot of people make the mistake and think women are the weaker vessel in sense of strength, when women are actually really strong. Right, the things they go through, men probably will not be able to go through half of it and not cave in, right? Even though men have their strengths naturally. So speak to us as a woman. What is okay? So speak to the women. What is the first thing to know about self-defense for women? As a man asking a man now for women.
Okay, thank you so much once again, and thank you for having me this morning. Safety is a fundamental right for every woman, whether when commuting or driving or alone at the workplace. Safety is a priority and it's a fundamental right. And this morning, briefly, I'm going to be looking at some tips, some safety tips, that women should employ, whether when commuting, when driving, when acting alone. So, the first, I'm going to be talking about is self-defense techniques. Self-defense techniques for women. It's so important. It's so important for every woman to know the basics of self-defense technique, which maybe wrist grappling, how to get yourself out of someone that from how to break a wrist hold. It's so important for you to know how to strike vulnerable areas like the eyes, poke their eyes, the throat, the groin. It's so important. So I would advise every woman out there to please register, try and know the ABC, the basics of boxing, the basics of self-defense. It's so important. And also, women have to wear not only makeup, put on confidence, not just makeup. Put on confidence, once you have your makeup on, at the same time, you have to put on confidence. Because all these attackers, they also look out for the people they attack. So if they see that you are weak, they are likely to, take you as a prey. So you want to put on confidence. The second thing I'm going to talk about, which we have talked about on this on the channel's TV, is situational awareness. Situational awareness, we can never stop talking about situational awareness, which means women should take account. They should take account of people around them, places, vehicles, atmosphere, behavior of people. Atmosphere, you have to pay attention to your environment. For example, if you're not driving, you're hopping into a commercial vehicle, it's not a time for you to get on your phone. You have to avoid such kind of distractions. Yeah, you can check your phone once in a while, but you don't want to pay a lot of attention to that. You want to pay attention to your environment and trust your instinct. The moment you feel something is odd, something is off, probe it. Don't just trade off or feel it will just sort itself out. Trust your instinct. It's so important. Sometime last year and still ongoing, Turkey, I'll put a case study. Turkey have had a lot of increase in women attack the last year and ongoing. So one of the things they are doing in Istanbul, Turkey today, is they create a lot of free training, free self-defense training techniques. For women, just walk into one of the academies, and they're going to train you for free. The government is paying, the academy. The third thing that is so important is the role of technology. It's so important. This is the 21st century. We are in a global. It's a global world. It's a global village now. So you have to employ the use of technology. There are some that we call DAD, D-A-D. That then means Defense Alarm Device. Defense alarm or alert device. These are wearable. They are like rings that you can put on. They are like rings. They are things that just a press, with one press, right? You have already called for help. Of course, we have to do much more. in Nigeria. But even at that, 112 is a very good emergency number you can dial. It works. We need to trust our country. We need to trust in the system that we have. 112 is an emergency code. 199 is an emergency code. Yes, once you dial that, immediately there's someone behind, behind the call that's going to pick your call and is going to ask you what's your emergency. Right. So if it is security, if it is fire, whatever it is, you can immediately, run through the operator, and help is going to come.
Beautiful.
Help is going to come. But before help comes, what you need to do, you have to know how to practice self-defense techniques. You have to pay attention to situational awareness, right? And also attacking the vulnerable point of the attacker.
I like the point where you said that you have to wear confidence. I think that's really important. So for the women out there, and girls, by the way, we need to start early. It's never too early to start learning jab, cross, hook, uppercut. Mr. Ademola Adetuberu, we have to thank you so much for equipping our women. Bukola is excited right now. You should see the smile on her face, having learned some of these tips. Thank you so much. We'll speak to you sometime soon for more tips. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. We'll take a moment now. When we return, we'll head over to Zamfara State in the aftermath of that really sad incident. That's in a moment. Please stay with us.